Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see the proof of theorem 8.9, which is also called midpoint theorem. This is one of the important theorem we need to understand not only in class 9, in class 10 also we need this theorem. What is this theorem? State that the line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of a triangle is parallel to the third side. That is what this theorem says that. The line segment joining the midpoints of two sides of triangle is parallel to the third side. So here, let's consider a triangle ABC, and E and F are midpoints of AB and AC respectively. That means E is the midpoint of AB and F is the midpoint of AC. Then this line segment will be parallel to BC. According to this theorem. So we need to prove EF parallel to BC. For that, we are going to do some construction here. Construction. Draw a line parallel to AB through C. That is, we need to draw the line like this, such that this line should be parallel to AB, which is starting from C, and extend EF to intersect this line at D. That is what we need to do. That means after drawing this line, we need to extend this EF to intersect this line at D. Okay. Now, this is the construction we have done here. Now, let's prove this theorem with the help of the other theorems which are regarding with the parallelogram. So, here, let's take this triangle AEF and CDF. In triangle AEF and in triangle CDF, these two angles are equal. Why? Angle EAF is equal to angle FCD. Because according to our construction, these two lines are parallel. So these two angles become the alternate interior angles, as considering AB and CD are parallel. Angle EAF is equal to angle FCD. Alternate interior angles. As AB parallel to CD. AB parallel to CD by construction. Now, AE is equal to FC. Why? F is the midpoint of AC according to the given condition. Therefore, the point F bisect the side AC. That means AF will be equal to FC. AF is equal to FC. AF is equal to FC. As F is the midpoint of AC. Then these two angles also equal. Why? These two are vertically opposite angles. Also angle AFE is equal to angle CFD. CFD. Vertically opposite angles. Then by using ASA criteria, these two triangles are congruent. Therefore, triangle AEF congruent to triangle CDF by using ASA rule. If these two triangles are congruent, then we can say that AE is equal to CD because they are the corresponding sides. AE and CD are corresponding sides of these two triangles. That implies AE is equal to CD according to corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. But we have AE is equal to EB. AE is equal to EB as E is the midpoint of AB. As E is a midpoint of AB. Then comparing these two, AE is equal to CD and AE is equal to EB. Then these two will be equal because both line segments are equal to a common line segment AE. Therefore, CD equal to EB. So CD equal to EB. Now in quadrilateral BCDE, okay, let's come to this quadrilateral BCDE. Here CD equal to EB. CD equal to EB or BE. Let's write BE, which is already proved. Also CD parallel to BE. Why? According to construction, CD is parallel to AB, so obviously CD also parallel to BE by construction. Therefore, BCDE is a parallelogram. Why? According to theorem 8.8. The theorem just before this theorem we have learned, that is, in a quadrilateral, if one pair of sides are equal and parallel, then that will become a parallelogram. So therefore, that implies ED parallel to BC. Am I right? Because if it is a parallelogram, then obviously the another second pair of this also parallelogram. ED parallel to BC. That is, since opposite sides of parallelogram are parallel. As ED is parallel to BC, then EF also will be parallel to BC. That implies EF parallel to BC. So the first proof which we have given, that is EF parallel to BC. One more statement, it is stated that this EF will be half of BC. EF will be half of BC. That also the part of this theorem. This EF, not only this EF is parallel to BC, but also EF is half of the BC. So let's prove that one. It's very easy. ED will be equal to BC. How can we get that? Now here we can say that EF is equal to FD. We have EF is equal to FD. Why? because these two triangles are congruent. As these two triangles are congruent, EF and DF are corresponding sides, as triangle AEF congruent to triangle CDF. So then we can write EF is equal to half of ED. If EF is equal to FD, then EF will be half of this ED. That implies EF is equal to half of BC. Why half of BC? Because already we proved that BCDE is a parallelogram. Therefore, ED will be equal to BC because they are opposite sides of the parallelogram. So, replace this ED by BC. Since ED is equal to BC. Clear? So, this is the proof of the midpoint theorem. This is very important theorem, and go through this theorem well. It has a lot of applications in the field of geometry. In next video, I will discuss the converse of the midpoint theorem. Okay. So, thank you for watching.